Trading Post on a Thursday.
Yeah, a weird day, isn't
A weird day. I had to stop and think what day it was because Brian's in here now with the Community
Just trying
Foundation.
to see if you're paying attention.
Confusing me all together.
Yes.
Brian Johnson with the Northern Indiana Community Foundation here on this Thursday, and conflicts next week when you normally would come in.
So we moved it up, just seeing if you're paying attention today.
Keep everybody on their toes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's Thursday, so we've got one less day in the week to work after this.
Friday already. Can you believe it?
Looking forward to it.
So. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, it looks like.
It is. It's a beautiful morning this morning.
Get outside and take advantage of it.
I like this.
Yeah.
Time to spend some time outside.
And there are a lot of places in Fulton County, just not Rochester, in Fulton County to help. And Community Foundation has had a hand in a lot of those.
There are. Well, we've got a lot of things going on. Got a lot of deadlines coming up. A lot of times we don't talk about deadlines because with our grant applications now, we don't, with our community support and our impact grants and our micro grants, we don't have a grant deadline, but we do have a few deadlines coming up. So, Community Resource Summit, something that's coming up on actually a week from today, Thursday, August 28th. So our Community Resource Summit is an opportunity for organizations that are serving folks with some of those basic needs. Think about volunteer organizations, nonprofit, short-term assistance, things like medical, housing, organizations like that come together. This is a summit that will be held next Thursday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. out at the Fulton County Fairgrounds. We'll have some speakers. We're looking at a couple of things: food insecurity and also unhoused populations, whatever form that may be. A couple of significant needs that we've noticed in our community, and so we'll have speakers on that. Organizations are invited to come. There's no cost, but we'd like to have RSVPs by tomorrow, August 22nd, for that. So if you're part of an organization that provides services, one thing, this kind of started as what we call the Food Pantry Summit, but if you're going to a food pantry, you probably have some other needs. So we will be talking about food insecurity, but also housing. If I'm coming because I need food, housing is probably a challenge for me as well. And we've, the last couple of years, been able to provide some topics that are resources for those food pantries. As I've been at a food pantry waiting to meet with the folks, you have folks ask questions. The last time I was sitting there, I didn't have any questions that were food related. It's what about this? What about that service? And so this is a great opportunity for us to be able to provide some resources for those organizations that do such an amazing job. We're really fortunate that we have so many organizations that provide these needed services, but hopefully this is a resource for those organizations. But if you wanna come hang out with us again next Thursday, August 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll be at the Fulton County Fairgrounds. RSVP, you can do that online, nicf.org/summit-RSVP/.
Okay.
Got that memorized, don't you?
Yeah.
You can also probably find it nicf.org. Or if you prefer to do it by phone or text, you can let Jillian know, 574-835-1939.
Okay. That sounds a lot easier.
That's a lot easier in my mind, but it should be a good day. We've got excited about some of the speakers we've got coming in. Hopefully provide some resources for organizations that have some needs. So if you don't want to have to worry about that long URL, you can always sign up for our newsletter. We have information like that. That gives it simple. You can click a link. Click a link and say, I want to register. So Fulton County, we send that out the third Monday of each month. Give us a little information about what's going on in the community. So you can sign up for that at nicf.org, and then you can get this information delivered to your mailbox the third Monday of the month. See what kind of fun we've been having out around the community. We always try and do something interactive, a little bit fun. So I'm not sure what September will bring.
Yeah,
but
you're
we're
gonna-
working on those ideas.
You're going to have
so
your hands full now to do that because
I
your
know.
interns that
we're having
always
a
took
lot of
care
fun
of
with
that.
the interns helping with that. So maybe we'll get Randy involved.
Oh no,
somewhere.
not a technical side.
Okay, all right.
Maybe Dakota.
There you go. Yeah. So, but sign up for that newsletter, nicf.org. Get information about things going on like the summit, when we have applications available, scholarships, all of those things are included in that process. So, speaking of applications, Lilly Endowment Community Scholarship. We're very fortunate to have this as a resource throughout the state of Indiana. Very fortunate to Lilly Endowment. We appreciate their support of education. We are accepting applications. The time is almost up though, so the deadline for applications is September 3rd.
Okay, that'll be here
3
before you
p.m.
know
A
it.
couple weeks away. So the students, if you are a graduating senior, there are some requirements like county residency, and then some qualifications thinking about academics is important in that, but also things like community service, maybe jobs. There are some information that may be required from other people, so don't wait until September 3rd to fill out
Or
the
second.
application that's due September 4th, because there is some information needed on that. But we'd really encourage students, if you're a graduating senior, if you're a parent or a grandparent of a graduating senior that is interested in this, you can find that application on our website, nicf.org. Again, the deadline for that is September 4th, 3 p.m. Get that application in. By then, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our scholarship coordinator, Shannon Berger. She'd love to help with any questions you have about that, whether it's technology, whether it's just, I'm not sure what kind of information you're asking for. All of those things are available, and we're so appreciative of our guidance counselors at our high schools as well. They do an amazing job of helping connect students with scholarships that they're eligible for.
Cool.
So, September 4th is that deadline. We've got another deadline coming up. We're accepting grant applications for the Women's Giving Circle.
Oh yes, this
Always
is a
a
good one.
fun thing. This grant application is a little bit unique in the fact that we ask for a video. So, put a 3 to 5 minute video explaining about your project, explaining about your organization, what you're asking for. And then the fun part of that is we actually get to share that with the members of the group. So you can be eligible for grants. You can also get information out to a pretty significant group in the community and be able to spread the word about all the good things that your organization is doing. So a little bit of logistics involved in that, a 3 to 5 minute video. The deadline for that is September 8th.
Okay.
So still have a little bit of time. You know, we talk about what kind of videos we
I
get.
was gonna say, when you say video,
Yeah.
you're pretty loose on that.
Pretty loose, and we
terminology.
really have gotten some really great ones, anywhere from things like drones flying over parks.
Makes sense.
That's kind of cool. I think one of the most impactful videos that I remember seeing was one where an organization, the person actually just had their phone, walked around a room, had stations set up, and really provided a glimpse on what the organization did. There was some
Cool.
writing on a whiteboard, there were some pictures from events, there were some of the materials that they were handing out, and really just telling us about the program. So it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
complicated. Now, drones are cool. Drones are cool. I don't have one, but I think Dakota has one he gets to play with
Oh,
occasionally.
yes.
So I'm a little jealous there, but it can be as simple as just showing some pictures of the organization, telling us what the organization does. Last year we had one video that received a grant that it was just a group of slides, and it really did a good job of explaining the services that the organization provided. So if the video is intimidating, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Hannah Bainey, our program director, is always happy to talk to you through that.
Yeah.
It's can be less intimidating. If you're a youth serving organization, you've heard me say this before,
Yeah.
find a kid in your organization. They know how to do this.
Oh yeah. They'll do that for you easily.
They will do that, and we've had that happen, and those organizations have received grants, and the kids love doing that. So, but September 8th is the deadline for the grant applications for that, and then an invitation to ladies listening, we have our granting event will be on September 30th. We're going to be holding that at the Mellow Mug Cafe right here in downtown Rochester at 6 p.m. that evening.
Okay.
That is the evening where the grant finalists will have an opportunity to come share information about their projects. We'll watch the videos. The members will vote on what organizations they want to see receive grants, and we'll have a good time and celebrate and learn a little bit about some great organizations, provide some grant funding for that. If there are ladies that are listening and they're saying, hey, I'm a member but I haven't paid my dues yet for this year, get those dues in.
And then you can vote.
$120 a year, and you can vote. If you're a lady listening and you say, I've never been a part of this organization, this is the first time I've heard about this, we would love to have you join this year. So $120 a year. The neat part about the way that we do that is half of that $120 goes to make these immediate grants. So half of your membership dues are being put to work right away. The other half go into an endowment fund that build, and the neat thing about that is that builds the granting capacity of the organization. So the organization actually started with membership in 2011, and so that endowment fund has grown and is now providing a significant support for granting. This year I'm excited, we're going to go over $100,000 in grants.
Awesome. That's cool.
And that's just based off of individual members, $120 a year, and it's pretty cool to see how a small donation, in my case, my wife is part of the group, so her $120 gets combined to be able to really make a big impact as a whole.
That's awesome.
And that's kind of a microcosm of what the community foundation is. You know, you don't have to be independently wealthy. Your last name doesn't have to be something that is a household name that everybody says, oh, they have a lot of money and they have this foundation. Well, we have a foundation here too, and it makes charitable giving really accessible and impactful for everybody in the community. So
very easy.
Yes, and very easy. It's a matter of writing out a check, or now you can get fancy. You can go online. You can click the link that says "Pay My Dues," and it'll come to us electronically, and all of those fun things. Or you can come to the event and bring a check with you.
There you go.
All of those options. But it's really neat to see how that membership for each member turns into this huge impact. So if you are part of an organization, if you are a member of the Giving Circle and you know of an organization you should apply, we are accepting those grant applications. Again, due September 8th, 3 to 5 minute video. There's a short budget page that says this is what the project is. If you have any questions, reach out to Hannah and she'll be able to help you through the process. But we are looking forward to the grant applications that we get this year. We always get some that we're familiar with, and we always get some that are new to us. So a really wonderful mix of things. But again, the event, September 30th, Mellow Mug Cafe, 6 p.m. Show up.
Yep.
Have a good time and party with us.
Can't wait to hear the results.
I know. It'll be exciting. So something else that we've been talking a little bit about over the last year, the Community Foundation has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce, Fulton County Economic Development Corporation, some local schools including Rochester and Caston, looking at creating a child care coalition. So this is a stay tuned for more details. I think that's the technical broadcast term. We will be, in the near future, there'll be a community survey coming out that will help really identify some of those current needs and make sure that those are addressed through this coalition. And then over the next 6 months, this group will be working to form a coalition that will help address some of those needs. So keep an eye out for surveys, probably some emails going out, some things around the community to be able to pay attention to give feedback. And we're looking for feedback from folks that are looking for childcare, looking for feedback from employers that may have employees that say, hey, this is a struggle for us. So stay tuned for more details on that.
Cool.
And then you mentioned the weather.
The
Looks
weather.
like it's going to be a nice weekend.
It's going to be a beautiful weekend.
Spend some time in downtown Rochester
Oh,
on Saturday
yes.
night. You go to football on Friday night.
Football Friday.
Good evening for that. Get up on Saturday. I hear there's something happening in downtown Rochester. Maybe like a parade?
Yeah.
And
Start out at 11. You don't even have to get up early.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get
Ed
there.
moved it this year. He moved it back
I'm
to
going to put
11.
a plug in. Last year, I think my family collected the most candy of any parade we have ever been to, and it wasn't because we were really being aggressive collecting candy. It was, I was standing there looking at it thinking the street department is going to have to clean this up at the end of the day if we don't. So we came home with the biggest bag of candy we've ever come home. So that's if candy is your thing, come on to the parade, watch that. But a really neat thing, the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival coming up on Saturday morning. You mentioned the parade starting at 11. I heard a big number of entries into that.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I said they told me I was going to have a big email coming with some of the entrants in it. 'Cause we're going to broadcast it here on WROI, so we'll be downtown doing that. So yeah, I've heard 90 was last number I heard. So I don't know.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I think it was 70 last year. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Still growing.
Looking forward to that. Will be a good parade. And then after the parade, some things happen in downtown. Some really cool.
All day long.
You ever hear of this Evans Family Band?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've met them before. Very cool.
Yeah, I've talked to them a time or two.
We're excited to have Brent and his family back. They'll be performing at 1 p.m. Sounds like there'll be choral club and faith outreach band and some of those local talent. American Fools Band, John Cougar Mellencamp.
What a name!
There you go. Hey, it's pretty cool. So that tribute band will be here at 5. Another familiar name in the community, Matt Miller and the Manitou Monsters.
Yes.
Playing at 8 p.m. Come out. That's a talented group of young people. And then, you ever hear of this group called Guns N' Roses? Apparently there's a tribute band starting at 9. So Use Your Illusion starting at 9. I'm also hungry looking at this list of food trucks and art vendors and crafts and some activities for kids. Touch a Truck.
Yeah.
Fire department.
Could be a lot.
Heard rumor there may be a fire truck in downtown.
Good chance. Pretty good chance.
And some of those things, and magic shows. Also open mic on a second stage. So Randy, you gonna sing for us?
No singing. No singer
names. I will save everybody the pain of
I don't want to chase.
Sing,
I don't want to end the festival early.
So one of those things, that was something that we were able to grant to. We provided a grant of $7,500, and that helps with some of the activities, some of the expenses of the festival going on. So really looking forward to that. We appreciate you getting a good weekend weather-wise scheduled for that, and looking forward to the parade and all the activities downtown. So if you're looking for something fun to do on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, you can come spend the whole day in downtown.
Or you can break it up, come down for a little bit, go home, do some things, come back.
Yeah. So should be a good festival, good weekend. We're looking forward to that. So thanks to all the folks that got involved in organizing that, and I'm looking forward to it. So,
great weekend.
Well, if you have questions about anything we talked about, again, RSVP for the Community Resource Summit. That's happening next Thursday. The Lilly Endowment Community Scholarship application, deadline September 4th. Women's Giving Circle, the deadline for the video grant applications, September 8th. And the granting event will be September 30th at the Mellow Mug. You can find a lot of that information on our website, nicf.org. Follow us on Facebook, Northern Indiana Community Foundation. Put another plug in if you want to sign up for the newsletter, get it delivered to you. See where we are in Fulton County. You can check that out, nicf.org as well, and sign up for that. Give us a call, 574-224-3223, or stop by our office at 227 East 9th Street here in Rochester.
Ryan, good talking to you, and have a good month, and we'll talk to you next month.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you. That's going to do it for the morning show here on this Thursday. Have a great one, everybody.